And the storylines have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment. It's time for the NBA. 2K Sports. Kevin Mullen here along with analyst Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. And we'll be hearing from TJ along the sidelines all game long. And now a moment to check out the winners in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
You look at Derrick Rose. With the voting as it is now, it looks like Phil is out in his spot in the starting line for the East.
Yeah, they're not even in the top 10, but it shouldn't take away from what he's done this year. It's been a very good season for him.
And we'll keep you posted as the voting continues. And the three-game routine's coming to an end. We're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Old.
Kevin, thanks. The Celtics' chemistry has made a leap with the addition of Kemba Walker. Walker said it's a team sport. You want everybody to play with joy, play with freedom, and have fun. Kevin, he has truly come to love seeing his teammates have success in Boston.
David, he has been a great addition. Thanks for that report. With the talented man coach tonight, Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to stand. And even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that in case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. On the wings, Kennard and Snell. Griffin is out there with Christian Wood. And it's Rose in at the one. For the Celtics, Crowder and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward is small forward. Tatum at the four. And it's Tice in at seven.
And it's always stood out to me how under control Walker is on his drive. He doesn't just have a nice burst. He's got incredible body control.
Now here's Rose. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Toronto. Here's the Kennard. Here's Griffin. Kemba Walker with a rebound. Well, was the Boston Celtics winning their last game against the Mavericks in Dallas. In the corner, it's Hayward. Well, into the triple. And it's Rose with the ball for the Pistons. Hey, guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
And this is the first of 3 games these two teams will play against one another this season.
Snell, no good. Here's Boston now. Here's Walker. Good, nice drop that ball. Walker's got his second best of the night.
Improving size does not matter. Walker comfortable slamming it up inside.
Griffin kicks the Rose. With the floater. And the rejection by Tatum. Wood with the bucket. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Walker against Rose. Tatum on the wing. Blackwell. Nicely that time for Walker.
And really an advanced feel for scoring the basketball. Tatum picks and chooses his shots nicely.
Outside Griffin. Pass to Wood. Great D that time from Tatum.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit. They have really found a rhythm here early. 4 for 5 to start this game.
They've been looking at us offensively.
Yeah, listen, their offense has ground to a standstill.
The wide open look here for Wood. Misses the 3. And Christian Wood, undrafted in 2015 out of UNLV. Wait a minute, that's your alma mater. Hey, talk about his game. What do you like about Christian Wood's game?
First, I'll start with him. He's long, he's lean. He really fits the modern NBA as a small ball center. Able to hold his arm on the glass and space the floor.
And here's Griffin following Jaylen Brown's 3. or Tice. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Tatum gets the bucket.
In a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Nothing wrong with that. Sometimes we overcomplicate. Let it go.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Dennis Candace checked in for Daniel Tice. Robert Williams comes in for Tatum. Marcus Smart checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. And a different look here for the Pistons. John Henson's checked in for Christian Wood. Frey has come in for Tony Snell. Bruce Brown, who's checked in for Luke Kennard. And Mason Galloway subbed in for Rose.
It's a rough way to make a living, but somebody has to do it. Blake Griffin absorbed a lot of contact in the painted area.
Pistons trail by 8. Now left to the wing. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
There's 1:54 left in the first quarter. Over the corner, Brown. Hands it from downtown. Brown's got 6.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
There's Galloway. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And there's the pass to Griffin. It's deflected, and he recovers it. And Henson kicks to Galloway. No good, not a friendly room at all. This quick now. 9 feet out. Here's Williams, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
Here's McRae. This game he had 10 points. But he gets it back. And another turnover here by Detroit. Warriors check in. There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter. It's Brown on the wings. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
We got 22 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Yeah, good job to take him right out.
It's his first trip to the line.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. Here's Wanamaker. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Outside, Smart. Over the corner, Brown. Great defense time from Griffin.
Ooh, blown opportunity right there.
And so it's the Boston Celtics. A 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And more than anything, their three-point shooting is what sparked a fantastic night of long-range football. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what it takes for young players to acclimate themselves to the NBA.
This game, it's a physical game, obviously, but a lot of it is mental. So just making sure you're thinking while you're out there is one of the big things for me.
I do know this. It takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen the Celtics really take control here.
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lamps. On the floor for Detroit. Griffin is out there with John Henson. Then there's McFray. Then there's Brown. And it's Galloway in at the one spot. Here's Griffin. He cracks the miss. And so Wanamaker will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That was the latter half of this two-game homestand. Small. Good on the three-point shot. Armstrong himself on the board with three there. Greg, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year when you know you're on a championship contending team?
Some of that I think depends on the leadership you have in your locker room. Certain guys just keep everybody engaged and motivated. And you know what? You've got to break the season down into chapters to help yourself with the motivation. It can be so long and it's hard to stay focused in the present when you start thinking about the postseason.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for Boston. Walker comes in for Brad Wanamaker. And a different look here for the Pistons. Christian Woods checked in for Griffin. Tony Snell comes in for Jordan McRae. He's checked in for Bruce Brown. And Derek Rose is subbed in for Langston Galloway. And that one, good.
Passes like this demonstrate Snell's team-first approach. He's all about getting into the open guys.
Hayward on the way, beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. Outside, Smart. That's a three-point line. Smart's got 6 in this quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And not only is Smart one of the best defenders in the league, Greg, he's also one of the most versatile players in the NBA.
Yeah, when you talk about players who can guard 1 through 5, it's usually referring to Kawhi, PG-13, or Giannis, but Smart at 6'4" has the strength, the anticipation, and the toughness to hold his own against anyone. It's remarkable.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Owen.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Blake Griffin had 2 more knee surgeries last season. Pistons coach Brian Casey said that before they rode him like a cheap horse on paper first to make the playoffs. Griffin acknowledged his low might need management down the road, saying, I'm a believer in science. I'm going to listen to them and let them lead the way. Guys?
Smart perspective. David, thank you. Okay.
So we see Derrick Rose coming out of his shell a bit more. Early in his career, he was wary of strangers and the media.
Daniel Tice is checked in for the Celtics. Robert Williams comes in for Tatum.
Derrick Rose, the former Memphis Tiger, has a great combination of speed and athleticism.
Pistons trail by 17. And growing up, Derrick Rose protected by his family from the dangers of Chicago. Then, Greg, after starting at the University of Memphis, he was drafted by his hometown Bulls.
Anointed a savior from day one. You talk about a life under the microscope. Sports writers picking him apart, rabbit fans wanting a piece in a lot of ways. Probably better for him not playing in Chicago.
And he comes up with the deuce. Look at this guy, 8 points.
Walker, the definition of a creative finisher. No foul, no problem.
And the wide open shot from Rose. And a kind roll that time off the rim. It's that one fall.
Took him a while to get going, but here in the second quarter, he He's found his rhythm.
Walker with it, and it's instant to get him up. He's really good time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
I mean, the number of points they scored in the paint already here, it is eye-opening.
Bounce pass from Rose. LaVis is working the ball around now. There's the triple. Makes that one. He is 6 of the night. Shooting very healthy, 6 for 9.
I love the confidence he's shooting with. Big improvement here in the second period.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first.
And out of Mexico, Tony Snell has made himself into a capable
He can fit himself, Gio. Stays in his lane and knocks down perimeter shots.
Brown, he's checked in for the Celtics. And a switcher also for Detroit. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for his. Griffin, no time at all on that one. Hayward's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the 3-ball. Pistons trail by 17. Outside Rose. Shoots over Walker. And it's Rose missing.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
And it's Walker penetrating. Yes, once again remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Here's Griffin. Oh, he blocked the difference on the backboard. Bullock with the bucket. Boston leading by 17. There's 57 seconds left now here in the second. Hayward from outside. That falls. Nice speed that time for Walker. Walker's got 6 assists now in the game. And it's Rose with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. I'll be playing host to Chicago for the next game. Start a 3-game homestand of that game. Griffin against Tice. Griffin takes the snap. To come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Here's Walker. It's good for the 7th time this game. He shot 7. He has made 7.
And how about the performance we're seeing from him? Not one miss on the day.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Rose passes the Wood. Now the feed to Griffin. And stolen by Hayward. Walker against Rose. Williams fishes the Walker. 3-pointer. Kemba Walker firing on all cylinders for Boston. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show. After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We saw Kemba Walker lighting it up in the first half. He had 14 points, 3 rebounds, and 6 assists. He didn't perform up to his standards in their last game. Tonight's a different story. He obviously has a short memory. And taking a look at the Celtics, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, we've enjoyed watching Walker. At this level of passion, it's hard to measure. He's walking out.
Jack, what are your thoughts on Detroit?
Well, there are a few areas they need to improve. But their defense is priority number one. They got to be quick on the closeout on the 3-point shooters. They got to prevent it.
And that'll do it for us, the third.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. What a game we're seeing from Kemba Walker.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been effortless. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Hayward at small forward, and Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the 5 down low. That's the Boston 5. Bernard with the ball. Now guarded by Tatum. And one drops. Wood's got the first points in the second half here for the Pistons.
With a high basketball IQ and improving playmaking abilities, Luke's growing as a distributor.
A three from Tatum. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Tatum's got 11 points.
Yeah, he with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
That's it to Griffin. Rose in the post. Tatum on him. Rose. Good. He's got 16.
It's hard to try to stop D. Rose when he's committed to scoring. Get out of his way.
Outside Brown. Target with the open look. Pistons trail by 21. Right around a minute and a half. Play here in the third quarter. Here's Keeler. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
On their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Ennis Cantor's checked in for Daniel Tice. Smart comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Brett Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. And then for Detroit, John Enson's checked in for Christian Wood. Jordan McRae comes in for Tony Snell. And Lexi Galloway subbed in for Rose. There's Brown with the three. And Enson pulls it down.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
Tatum against Griffin. Throws it up high. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but some defense and anticipation there this time. And finished off by Brown.
The attitude, right? If he sees a fast break opportunity, he's seizing it without a second hesitation.
That's to Galloway. Here's McRae. Greg, you showed toughness in Griffin. You played. You guys succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire to play like.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis and the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, are also guys that exemplify that toughness. 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Detroit making a switch. Brown's checked in. There's Galloway. Started by Smart. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Griffin. 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the guns in. He goes on Jason Tatum.
He made headlines. I'm sure he enjoyed that. To his game.
Jazzy.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. If you look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
Williams is checked in for the Suns. And it's for Wanamaker. Tatum wide open. He fires one. A three-pointers right on target. Tatum's got 6 points in the quarter.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Here's Galloway. Williams with the block.
The reach from Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
For Detroit, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. And stolen by Tatum. Answer the pass for Wanamaker. Right side Smart. A three. That's a rebound. Back to Wanamaker. Here's ball moved by Boston. The shot clock at 6. Moves back up. And the layup good by Tatum. Tatum's got 16.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Time ball here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Last year, LeBron, as we know, Steve, broke Derek Fisher's record for most postseason wins. Talk about the weight of that.
You know, Kevin, let's take those two players. Start off with Derek Fisher. Give them a lot of credit. As a growing team, teams that contributed. Unbelievable to have that record. And then on the flip side, LeBron James was on some great teams, and he was the reason they were great teams because he's one of the greatest players of all time. Two different type of players, but both are very impressive.
Jazzy, Surprised him, and that's why he missed on.
Here's Walker.
your food's in the microwave.
16 points for him.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
There's Sebastian McCray. Wood against Cancer. Bounce past Wood. Stop the run. That's tipped. Now a fast break. Tatum with the ball. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
They have laid on him all
To perfection. And he's got his first chance at the line here. Daniel Tice is checked in for the Celtics. Gordon Hayward comes in for Brad Wanamaker. Tony Snell's checked in for the Pistons. Rose comes in for Langston Galloway.
Earning all rookie first team honors after a brilliant first year, Tatum quickly became a fan favorite.
Snell the pass to Rose. Rose double team. Here's Brown. His first attempt of the game finds the target. And Brown's got his first points of the night.
Can't be that easy for him. Gotta body him up down low.
and you have other methods as well. You could deny or you could just front the post.
Teamwork from outside. Rebounded by Maker. The Pistons have gone 5 of 9 field goal attempts since halftime. Wilkins against one. Now here's Sargent. Guarded close. Puts one up from the tee. Jason Tatum, he has been the story so far for the Boston Celtics. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got two of them to fall in that quarter. We've got more in store for you right after this. And it's time to bring out the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. On out there with Brandon Knight. Then there's Jim Boyd. Then there's Maker. And it's Bakayuk in at the three, the small forward. Knight looking for an opening. And that one's off. He misses his first shot of the game. The Celtics shooting extremely well. 62% of the night to this point. Here's Walker. And that will be two free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Our game continues to evolve, Greg. Any changes in particular that you do not like?
You know, I'd like to see the replay review streamlined a little bit better. I wouldn't mind a touch more physicality being allowed in the game, but as much as we tend to complain, the one thing I have learned is if you're honest, you go back, we always complain. I don't care what the era is, nobody's ever truly happy, and I'm not going to spend all my time worrying about that stuff right now. I'm just going to enjoy the game that we are all so fortunate enough to be able to watch.
Totally agree. Outside, Green passes it to length. Walker in the post. He's running by Knight. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Nice ball moved by Boston. Kick out to Walker. They double team Walker. Pass to Poirier. And Baker stands it back.
It's bullshit.
Protect the rim. You never guess Baker's averaging less than one block a game for his career.
Outside Knight. A three ball. Baker misses.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Walker against Knight. Shots good by Walker.
And you get hotter than Kimball, one of the top scorers in this league, and that's why he's a franchise player.
Kennard, the pass to Boyd. Again, the miss by the Pistons. It's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for Boston. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
That play, a sure passer with great awareness.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Robert Williams is jacked in for Williams. And Brett Wanamaker is subbed in for Campbell Walker.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Knight. Lays it up off the glass. Knight's got his first points of the game.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
On the wing, Green. And Smitty, we see the success and the great talent out in the WNBA. Do you ever think we're going to see a woman on an NBA roster?
Well, Kevin, that's a good question. Let's look at the history of the game. We've had two women drafted, Denise Long back in 1969 and Lucia Harris in 1977. I will say this, Kevin, I do believe so. I think in my era, there's one player I got a chance to watch and play against.
It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile one block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
McFrey is checked in for Luke Kennard. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Basket counts. Wanamaker's got his first 2 points of the night.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Knight passes to McCallum. Here's McFrey. Takes it off the glass.
Can't be that easy for him. Gotta body him up down low.
And you have other methods as well. You can deny or you can just front the post.
Doubled by Knight. Wanamaker. It's stolen by Maker. To the inside. A nice shot by McCallum.
I mean, that's a good job working the ball inside and getting a quality shot.
Wanamaker looking over the floor. Here's Langford. A three-pointer, no good. Fires the three. A nice shot by McCallum. McCallum's got 5 points now this quarter.
How can you leave this guy that wide open? Please. That's terrible.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Celtics.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse, and they were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And guys, at this point, the long NBA season has slowed down, and it's been number 25.
This is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Walker.
He really played at his preferred pace. Never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
Here's Wanamaker, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. He's checked in for Williams. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Derrick Rose is checked in for McRae. Both good from the line that time. 40 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Rose up on top. Pass to Maker. Keeps it tonight. Trying to shoot. Big grabs the miss. Here's Wanamaker. Over the corner, Green. No good that time. Running the shot. It's clear the two teams tonight. Pretty flawlessly. The other just switches answers that they could use.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Gordon, nice win for you guys tonight. What was the difference?
Energy. I think we played with a lot of energy, passion, especially defensively. You know, when we're all doing our job and we're playing and we're focused and we're solid defensively and not really have lapses, we can be a pretty good team. You know, we have to walk the ball up the court and it's not difficult on our offense. So it all starts defensively, and I think it all starts with the energy down there.
You've become one of the best young defensive teams in the league. Thanks.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again.
Jasmine, is that you that opened the door? Okay. Oh, shit. You see them arguing outside? You see them arguing about the parking spot? He did shovel it. I seen them talking to earlier.